I never knew this was here on Leo.
Oh,
Hello everybody and welcome to the Psyche ASMR stream. Today we are going to be playing with top survivor Ellie here. Ellie, oh, would you like to say hello to the people? He's not actually here.
anyway, guys, welcome to the stream, everybody. How you guys doing? I just realized my microphone's kind of caught in some wires, so I couldn't really do that as well, but it doesn't matter, guys. Today, we're going to be playing with Elio. How you guys doing? Hope you guys have been having a good weekend so far. If you guys went back to school, I wish you best of luck for that. There we go, I didn't take all time. Just how to flip the wire. But Psyche, can you clicky clack on your keyboard? Yes. I'm writing Shakespeare over here. Alright. We're going to be playing Call of Abyss rank with Ellie. I haven't done my Call of Abyss rank matches yet today. Usually it's easier to play in the afternoon than in the evening. Because we get easier hunters, but also, you know, maybe the survivors are not as good, so, you know, it doesn't matter how bad the hunter is the sad part. If your survivors are not knowing where to kite, then it is going to be rough to win no matter what. That being said, if I ever get to kite, it was definitely easier to kite like a Percy than an opera singer, or something like that. Along those lines. Or like a feaster, who, you know, didn't use his tray even. Like, even if the first kite didn't get the trade out, on a map like Armor Factory, you can still kite out Feaster Patroller and at most maybe take like one hit and then never take another hit again. Depends on your survivor. But definitely is easier than, like, let's say if like someone died fast. Opera Singer, which is an understandable character to go down too quickly. And then, oh wait, let's see if night is open. Dang it, I forgot to check for night. Oh no, I have the wrong build! Oh, I have the wrong survivor build. I didn't change my build since yesterday. Okay. So I have to change that next game. Remind me after this game to change that. Someone, I might forget. Who else in the work bathroom? Oh my goodness. That is embarrassing. Maybe... There is no situation this build is going to be good. If we get chased, we're going to go down late game. It would only be good if it was exactly Opera Singer, I guess. Exactly Opera Singer would be fine. Because then we can very likely at least get a tie-worthy kite. Like, very easily with this kind of build. But, we'll see. No one said anything? I don't know, I switched to the last 10 seconds, so maybe just no one saw. I would have definitely changed it if I saw someone said something. Who is the hunter? Ooh, that's a gamekeeper. Maybe he'll go after me. Is he cutting me off? Okay, looks like we might get chased here. This window boost is actually going to do us a lot of favors here, funny enough. In fact, I think his cooldown on hook is going to be almost up. So he had to just use it right then and there. Although I think he would have still reached us with it. Oh, someone is still kiting here, though. We have to use our shovel, otherwise we do get hooked. Get behind this obstacle first. Otherwise, you'll get hooked if you don't. Cool. We're in a good spot. If he doesn't break that, we're just going to do the same thing. Hopefully that psychologist isn't still here. Okay, he's leaving. Just in case he comes back, I'm going to still keep running away, but now that we see where he's going, we're going to leave. Okay, so he does know we have window boost. He does know that. It was pretty obvious after we vaulted that window that we have way more distance than we're supposed to. We'll see here. This shovel is still pretty useful. Just getting a single hook out is going to stall us 14 seconds, because that's how long it takes for the hook to come back. And as long as we're in a pallet area that we can use, the fact that that hook is gone is going to be just good enough for us. So that's the most important thing with Gravekeeper. You know, if you get hooked in your shovel, you want to at least make sure you are in an area where you can still survive like basic hits, which are most pallet areas in this game. Most pallet areas in this game you will be able to survive. Little girl, I mean, it is kind of fine, as long as she finished her cipher, it's fine. The only issue is that she's a chase target now. He's got warp. Okay, good to know. He might use it right here. We can actually dig under that, funny enough. Our window boost is coming in clutch again. I love this window boost. No! That is so stupid. That is so dumb. The fact that it actually connected through that wall. Okay, well, we're waiting on a 14-second cooldown again now. Okay, he's leaving. Okay, what that means now is, it means, what the hell is this hunter doing? He is chasing me, right? What was he doing there? I think he was trying to search for someone else, maybe? Yeah, he's searching for someone else. He's gonna warp. Oh, no. I guess he knew. I guess he knew. We're still okay. We're still okay. It means that I can't rescue this game. Because even if I get healed up, I die to a hook plus a basic hit. A little bit, really bad spot to heal. Not even like a little bit, really bad spot to heal. But, I mean, in their defense, okay, I don't think there's a defense for that. Because he just passed by that area. Like, he literally just passed by it, and you got a harpy. I don't know why they would heal in that situation. You gotta at least be out of harpy range, bare minimum, against a far-reach hunter-like gamekeeper who can reach you from very far away. Okay, that's gonna cause some more problems now. The good news is that Ellie picked himself up. The bad news is that that's one less person we have to be able to rescue now. Here's what we could do in the worst case. If I absolutely have to rescue a Titan, Psychologist can heal me with her hands, and then she can heal the chip damage with the whistle. She'll still take the full half health damage from healing with a whistle, but it'll clear my chip hit. Yeah, now no one can rescue unless Psychologist gets healed, which is that's pretty bad. We're just gonna keep doing the ciphers for now, I guess. Yeah, no one can really rescue. Whoever goes to rescue, unless two people go to rescue, which is probably going to be the plan. I want to, now that she went down, let's heal up. There's no difference in who we heal first. We have to rescue together, because whoever goes to rescue will die. We have to have two people rescue together. Because if he just heals me and then he doesn't want to let me heal him, then I can't go for the rescue. I'm gonna die. So we're not gonna do that if he doesn't allow me. But let's see, maybe if the hunter doesn't come back to Chariot, because we definitely want to take advantage of this if we can. If he comes back, then smart on him. That's what he's supposed to do. But now that means we have even fewer options now. Because of that random knockdown, though, unfortunately. I mean, it's not like Ellie could do much about that. But yeah, everyone going in and taking damage like that, it's really screwed us over. Especially me, I'm surprised at that. I should have been more careful, I guess, but still can't do much here. He knows where all of us are here. Why? What is this positioning? What is this positioning? I'm healing Ellie. Why is the acrobat here? Someone needs to go distract. I don't understand why the acrobat was here. Now he knows we're all here. Now he's just not going to camp. Hey, he's probably coming after me, though. Okay, so we're going to do this. He doesn't know that this is the destroyed shovel, so that's fine with me. He's probably going to put a trap. He doesn't have blink. I don't know why he would do that. He's just going to put a regular trap. Okay. We're just going to silently vault this. I'm not going to wait around. Ooh, looks like waiting around would have been a good idea. Damn, that kind of sucks. Okay. Okay, looks like waiting around would have actually been a good idea, but when he has his hookup, you really don't want to risk it, so I'm not too concerned about that. Really, as long as we didn't take a hit, honestly, it was fine. Because either way, we're not going to survive when we take one hook hit. So I'm actually surprised he didn't go for me when I dropped down next to him, since he had his hook. Now that I think about it, he'll probably use his warp here. At any moment now, he'll just use it randomly. There it is. We can actually go underneath traps as long as he doesn't hook me. I don't understand how that was still inside though. Like that is really stupid. The fact that was still inside. I'm really surprised that the game didn't push us to the other side of the pallet. It still pushed us on the same side of the pallet, which was very annoying. That was really annoying. Maybe I shouldn't have even risked it, but I thought we would make it in time, and I thought that we would get pushed over to the other side. That's just maybe I just shouldn't have done it, but that is really annoying. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, I feel like if the acrobat wasn't in that position, then he would have to be forced to camp. Instead, he just comes after all of us at the same time. Because I was healing psychologist, acrobat comes over to the side for no reason. I mean, normally that's okay. Not when we're all together, though. Because now he knows not to camp. That was... Ugh. That was probably the worst thing I've seen in a while. Like, I don't understand why Graveyard 2. Island was our other cipher. Island was our other cipher. Why would he come to the 0% Graveyard cipher? I don't understand. Keep in mind, we also don't have borrowed time on top of that. By the way, little thing there. I didn't even mention this. I didn't even mention this after I got hooked there because I was so salty. But if you stepped in a trap, you actually can't go. You can't step in another trap for 5 seconds. The game prevents you from being trapped for 5 seconds. That's why after he put a second trap on top of me, after I already got trapped, that trap didn't work. And after that, I ran into another trap. That one right there, and I dropped that pallet, and you guys saw I didn't fall into that trap. Why? Because you're invincible to traps for 5 seconds. It's like a buff that shows up here in the top left after you free yourself from the trap. Important distinction to make. After you freed yourself from the trap. Because if it triggered after you stepped into the trap, then it'd be kind of pointless, because it would just run out afterwards. I can't do anything. I can't do anything when I've been hooked, is the problem. He'll just always hook me to death. I have to do the cipher, pretty much. Okay, no. He decided to leave. Maybe we can actually rescue Ellie? I'm listening. Okay. Because you can hear when he's warping back. You can also see it. Okay, now we're out of range of hearing and seeing, though. So we won't really know if he's going to do it. Okay. I don't have a heartbeat, so he probably just canceled that on his own. He probably didn't travel through. So I don't have borrowed time. I may as well just ditch already, since we were gonna have the cipher hopefully primed. I really hope he doesn't randomly go for Ellie, because then Ellie might genuinely die. Nice. Okay. Thankfully the build didn't kill us this game. Oh, me taking that hit at the start of the game. He had trump card with warp. Okay. Me taking that hit through that wall. That was really unfortunate. Because then we would have been able to rescue that little girl. I probably should have... Either I should have used my shovel, or I should have gone around the building instead of trying to go around the long wall. I just thought I would make it. I barely didn't make it. The hook does have a very generous hitbox, and so it will... Does he not have... he does have detention. I don't know why he's still running here. The chair... There's always a chair here that spawns. Oh my god, was there really not a chair there? I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't chair. There's a chair in that corner. That one is guaranteed. So he would protect both the gate. Unfortunately for our acrobat, he thought that he would do that. You see, there's a chair right there. I don't know if you guys see it, but there is a chair right there. There's no chair there, but there always is going to be a chair over there in that corner. That one's guaranteed, so... I mean, I don't want to risk it. We're pretty much just going for an escape here dungeon. We're just going to let the acrobat do his thing. And at least we got a tie. At least we got a tie. If I didn't take that hit with the hook, or if our other teammates weren't like so close to each other when the hunter was also nearby, we would have had some healthy people to go rescue that little girl. But everyone just took damage together, unfortunately. And so we just didn't have anyone to rescue. But had I just not gotten hit there, I could have also rescued. It was very unfortunate hook here. It's like you remember to change your persona. Thank you so much, Skunk. Yeah, the chip remnant. It makes it so that even if we heal up, he can just use a hit plus a basic, and we still can't rescue. I was thinking that at least we would heal psychologist, and then she'll heal me with the whistle, but then Hunter started pressuring us. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, well, if Hunter's pressuring us, then that opens up the Acrobat to get a free rescue. And Acrobat is right next to us. This person is also first? I don't recognize this person. Who is this person? This is Leah. I didn't recognize my own teammate's name. That is so funny. Who is the other person then? Who is this guy? I don't think I recognize this person. Really quickly, let's go change the build. Delete talent page. And it should be just this. We are gonna play Knight. I didn't even recognize my own teammate in my own team. First person. I'm like, wait a second, there can only be one first team. This person has to be on my team. Alright, I guess we're spawning here. If she wants bridge, I'll let her have it, you know. Technically, she could just fly away from that dangerous cipher and go to behind 10 or something like that, which is a very safe area, depending on the hunter. Not so safe it's going to be Gamekeeper, but you can still use the walls behind 10 very well against Gamekeeper. Those are still very good. It's just, behind 10 is just such a versatile area. It works against hunters who can hit you over walls, because then you just don't use the tent, you just go behind the walls. With the window, you run around that window. That singular good window, funny enough. Is this a Wu-Ching? Or is she just saying that because Hunter's not chasing her? Never know nowadays. Could technically be Dream Witch too. It's a Gamekeeper. Okay. He missed his hook. Cool. What's up, Father Milk? Psyche, who are you running this Call of Abyss with? I'm running this with RM, Red Moon. Are you guys excited for the Call of Abyss tournament? Yeah. A little bit nervous too, since I'm the one having to play in it, but yeah. Every day we're getting closer to seeing Psyche in Call of Abyss. Wait until the tournament. Wait until the tournament, because this is the easy part. The easy part is just playing the game, alright? That's pretty easy. If you're good at the game, then even easier, right? You should be playing the game if you want to be in a tournament, I would say. God, Ellie. Ellie! Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the problem with coordinator when kiting. If you kite as coordinator, then that's what's gonna end up happening. If you go inside of areas with walls. That's why I don't like kiting with coordinator, because with coordinator it depends on your area. The gun is either too risky to use or very good. He's gonna trap me in that. We still have time, so it's not the end of the world. We're still gonna make it, I'm pretty sure. But this definitely sucks. Unless he attacks me here or does something, we're not gonna make it. Yes, we can. Yes, got it. Whew. And he also can't use his hook either. He actually swung at her. I guess he can still hook her to death, though. I'm being careful here, obviously. Yeah, he still hooked her to death. That was a pretty successful rescue. All things considered, given how bad that situation was, that was actually... okay. Game is suffering performance issues. It just froze for like a solid 2 seconds. I thought it crashed there for a second. I've never had the game crash. I mean, I've had it crash, but when it crashes, it immediately closes the app. It's like instantaneous. Yeah, I knew there was a cipher here. I was wondering, where's the cipher at? It should have loaded up by now. Okay. Did he shoot a wall? Yeah, he did shoot a wall. The Gamekeeper just hid behind it. You gotta be really patient with the gun. Very often, the way with the gun, I'm not saying that this is a reliable strategy. You don't obviously want to be in an area with walls, but very often I find that most hunters are very scared of the gun. You often get free distance just by not using the gun, because they keep hiding behind a wall constantly, and just not using it will give you good results. Basically, what I'm saying is if you're in an area with tall walls, it's better to not use the gun, because that will probably buy you more distance than risk shooting it and then they hide behind a wall. Even if you shoot them, was it really worth the risk when they're anyway going to keep hiding behind a wall and give you distance that way? I would say no. Where was dungeon? Did she ping it over there? At God corner or at where? Yeah. Problem now is that even though we did a really nice rescue there, I don't see ourselves rescuing again. So we're just gonna block this. And what it means is that now it forces him to run out of hook. Because even if he waits it out, his hook timer will run out. Because it only lasts for 4 seconds. Gonna try to use these tall walls to my advantage here. So the way Gamekeeper works with full presence is if he's already hit the wall 2 times with his hook, then the 3rd strike and every strike after that will only have 4 seconds of use time before it runs out. So you have to use it every 4 seconds. That's why that Gamekeeper was randomly smashing the wall even when I'm not next to him, because the hook is gonna run out. Even though it does slow him down, he keeps his hook, right? And he knows that, and I know that, so I know if I block his ability, if he tries to use his ability, then it runs out. Sorry, then it gets blocked. And if he doesn't use it, then yes, my ability prediction doesn't do anything, but it indirectly does do something, because now it prevents him from using the hook runs out, and so forth and so on. Did he get Terror Shocked? If he got Terror Shocked, he dies here. Because Borrow Time only protects from half health damage, not from 2 healths worth of damage. 2 half healths worth of damage. Basically, a Terror Shock is the same as 2 hits, and Borrow Time only heals 1 hit. But it wasn't a Terror Shock; it was a regular hit. Problem is, we have to walk a long time for that gate. It's like, have you ever tried PCI 95? No, and I have no plans to either. Never tried PCI 95. It looks like I'm going to do the gate, since Toy Merchant is heading backwards, which I don't think is a good idea, because you guys see, she has the Rotting Leaves debuff, and there's a random amount of time, but after a random amount of time, it exposes your location. And it does it twice, in random time intervals. So, at any point, the game just randomly tells her, hey, Toy Merchant's over here, when you have that debuff. That's the way it works. There's not really a specific time, it just kind of happens randomly, I think. I've never tested it, to be fair. She could still make it. She would have to dodge a hook, but we're gonna leave. Well, it'll prevent him from placing a second trap, I guess. I have to be careful here, because he can actually hook me from there. Yeah, but without a flywheel, she just can't live. So we're going to lose that match as well, which is really sad. I mean, we did tie the last one, which is, you know, good on the surface, bad when you see how that match played out. It's like, yeah, I made for a lady and little girl. Are you proud? Hey, play what you want as long as it's not with me. It's 2 times in 60 seconds. 1 time is guaranteed after 55 seconds. So it is random, is what you're saying? So if it doesn't happen within 54 seconds, the 55th second is guaranteed. So yeah. If anyone should be pressuring the rescue, it shouldn't be the guy who's getting their location randomly exposed. Exactly, cool. Good to know. Thank you, Father Milk. Father Milk is a Gamekeeper player, for those wondering. I mean, if you're a Gamekeeper player, I guess the game tells you so you would know, but unless you count it in your head, you're not going to know exactly. Father Milk knows, though. I was thinking you'd have to try it in custom. Or maybe you're just that crazy. Maybe you just really set a timer or timed in your head. When are those notifications happening? But yeah, it does seem random. Whenever I've played Gamekeeper, it doesn't seem like there's a pattern. It doesn't like say 15 seconds into the kite. Sometimes it might be early on. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, I just hooked him. It saw me where they are. That's nice. Which is kind of convenient if they're behind walls, you know? Yeah, a pattern would be easier. It'd be easier on the survivor. It'd also be easier for the hunter, though. There's also no real way of knowing Like how much time has passed, unfortunately. The only good thing about it is that the survivor will not know if their location got exposed because of the fact it's random. So that's nice, at least. Otherwise, you'd just be able to count as a survivor. Oh, yeah, my location got exposed right about now to your teammates. After that, you know, okay, this is the second time, so now I know it's safe to go, or something like that, you know? Because even though you have the debuff, you know that it won't trigger more than 2 times, pretty much. That's an Ann. Looks like we're probably going to tie this match, unfortunately. We'll see. Maybe we can get away. But it's never easy with Ann. That jump is not far enough to reach me. So the first cow was a bust, at least. Kind of a bad vault. Can find space. Maybe we can dodge the cat. No, we don't dodge it. I just canceled her recovery. We're dead. Are we dead? No, we're not dead because she went backwards and destroyed the ball. We just canceled her recovery and she just let me live. The plan was to block her off as soon as she failed her cats. Maybe we can fool her? Maybe she'll randomly use her cats? Ah, she didn't, unfortunately. She broke the ball. That gives us a lot of distance now. Does she have warp? She's holding her warp. Yeah, we're not going to live here. At least maybe we can stall a little bit longer. That's the sad thing about Ann. Maybe we actually would have done a tieable kite if we didn't make that mistake. That's a little bit sad. Oh well. Really, really tough hunter to kite. You have to dodge 2 cats or more. She did a really bad cat at first, thankfully. Thankfully, we finished the cyber. So the kite was still good enough to finish, you know, whoever she wants to chair on. Unless it was mercenary. But then mercenary would just go rescue, so it's okay. But yeah, at least we're going to tie this match, you know. It's just a little bit salty because we definitely could have done a winning kite had I not done that one mistake. Blocked her off, you know, done a little bit better of a job. Reacted faster. It's just kind of like, the thing is, if you don't dodge the cat, it would be pointless. That elbow pad is pointless. It would be pointless is what I'm saying to... We can't leave this area. We're pretty much stuck here. We can go kite in the corner, I guess, because we're always going to die to a cat here. So at least we die away from the ciphers. Problem is that there's a chair that spawns here now. So it's not as effective as it once was. She tried to get full presence there. She did not get it, though. It'll buy us a couple seconds. Okay, it's not like the most amount of time, but it's an okay amount of time. Now, this prisoner is making a big mistake if he's sending energy to the acrobat. You don't want to be sending energy if you're the one behind, because the way it works is we need to be finishing our 4th and 5th cipher at the same time, preferably. So what he's doing right now is, okay, he's not sending energy because he's going now 9% every 5 seconds, every like 6-ish seconds, but we're not going to be able to live here, unfortunately, because that cipher is behind. He does manage to take a hit, though. Maybe we can, like, mind game this Ann. Wow, that was a very weird time to use the cats. She thinks the cipher is primed. Her game sense is not it. She thought the cipher was primed, which is completely wrong. She does have warp up, though, so I have to be a little bit careful. I know this seems really dumb, but if we ran out in the open, that would have been even dumber, because then she could just warp us to death. Now she doesn't know where we are. Focus on decoding. Oh, she used her cats. Can they live, though? Can they live? If they... Did she just leave? If that would be the one situation I could think of, that would be like, okay, you definitely want to pop. That'd be crazy if she just left them, though. I guess she realizes that this game is going to be over if she doesn't find the fire investigator. That is crazy. That is crazy. That was like... We got bailed out because the hunter had bad game sense. They thought the cipher was already primed. Why? Why would they not go for me, though? Like, if you go pick up the mercenary, you still would lose the game. I don't understand that. She's not going to make it to this gate. As long as he doesn't send energy to the other gate, he is sending energy to the other gate. Okay. We might die now. I mean, we're still going to go for it. Okay, thankfully he timed it well, but... I don't think he realized how much he was risking there. Like, that gate... Maybe he didn't. Maybe I just wasn't keeping track, but I wasn't keeping track, to be fair. Okay, that was so lucky that she thought the Cypher was primed. Why? Why? Even if the Cypher is primed and we get away, your best bet is still going after the guy who's dead on chair, right? Don't let the guy who's dead on chair get away as an AMP player, because your best bet is to cat them, kill them, hopefully they die close to a chair, and then warp on the closest gate. That was... yeah, she literally left. It's okay. I understand, Ellie. I figured it out on my own. That would be like the one situation. But, yeah, that was crazy. She... Again, in no world should you leave your target there. If the Cypher isn't primed, you made a huge mistake picking up Mercenary, because then you could have killed your target. If the Cypher is primed, you should still knock him down and go after him. Because after the Cypher pops and he gets up, with your next ability, which, to be fair, she just used this, so she would have to wait. So the chances of tying at that point are extremely low. But maybe I would mess up, maybe I would give a free hit. It's her best shot. And then I die close to chair, she chairs me. And I'd be dead on chair. Because if she goes after anyone who is not dead on chair, she can't really leave that chair. So, I don't know what the logic was with that. She just got scared. If she was playing another hunter who could, like, maybe stuff a rescues much easier, at that point you'd be like, okay, well, I'm not going to kill him, and I don't have a guaranteed hit ability like Ann does. Like, maybe you're playing Bomb, right? A survivor who just got a borrowed time boost to get away from you, that's going to be very tough to catch up with as a bomb player. You know, you can throw your bombs, but the bombs take time to travel and the survivors can move out the way. So then you're like, okay, I have a better shot picking up this Mercenary and hopefully stuffing the rescue, because it's going to be anyone but Mercenary rescuing. Which would be fine logic in that case, because then that would actually save your game if you were to manage to do something like that. But is Ann, what is she hoping for? She's hoping to stuff the rescue, I guess, as well? Which I guess is possible, but there's a lot of ways that can go wrong, especially on a chair like Cornfield, where you can't easily see where the survivor's coming from. There's a lot of corn and stuff in the way. She is playing a tall hunter, I guess. Her hunter is tall. I guess maybe she'll have an easier time seeing over it. It's not that much easier, because at the end of the day, your survivors are short, and they're the ones hiding in the cornfield. Even if you're the tall one. Even if your camera's higher in the air, that's what it means. That's the advantage of being tall, is that over taller walls, you can see higher over walls than, like, let's say Axploit. If there's, like, a tall wall that maybe Axploit cannot see over because his camera's lower down to the floor. Or, like, Spite. But something like Ann or Ripper or Dreamwitch main body. Not the Servant, because the Servant's also short. But the main body has their camera higher in the air. Lizard, for example. Clerk is kind of like an in-between. But those taller hunters can see higher over, like, medium-sized walls. I call them tall walls still, but technically, because of that difference with the cameras for hunters, some can move the camera to see above the wall. Others cannot. They'll just still see the wall at the top. There are just tall walls where no hunter can see over. Like many Arms Factory walls, you know, shed walls, hospital, stuff like that. Opinions on Darkwood's ranked? I love it. I love it. I want them to add more rank maps to the game. It makes the game so much more fresh. And it's also easier for me, because this is a very survivor-sided map. So there's multiple reasons why I would want it. But even if it wasn't favored for survivors, I still want the game to be fresh. And it's just something new to think about. It's a new way to inspire strategy, thinking, you know, even what I just did right now, thinking about rotations. What survivors do I want to do? What survivors do I not want to do so that my next other survivors around the area can do it very quickly? Because think about it, you don't want to decode all the survivors on one side of the map, because then your teammates have to spend more time walking to the next cypher, and so do you, because they, by default, finish their cyphers also next to you. So then you can't go to theirs because they finish theirs, and they can't go to yours because you finished that one. So you guys just both have to travel longer. And so there's like this whole rotation idea. There's the kiting aspect. There's like the aspect of like, where do you want to chair as the hunter? Where do you want to rescue from as a survivor? The gate strategy differs. Like maybe the gates here on this map are safer. You can be more aggressive with the gates compared to something like Lakeside, which has very dangerous gates. Like, even if the areas are structured the same, even if they copy-pasted areas from other maps, yeah, that would be lame. That would be pretty lame. But unless they copy-pasted an exact replica of a map, those copy-pasted areas would still be in different spots than like from the map they came from. The other pallets surrounding it would be in a different area. There might be different windows and pallet combinations that wouldn't be on any other map. That's why I love when there's new maps. Even if they're survivor side, even when they're hunter sided. It's just more fun that way. You know, as much as I hate Kraborg Race Course, I'd rather they add new maps and balance them later than to not make anything at all and we're stuck with the same 7 maps. 8 maps, technically, ever since Chinatown was added into the game, because we have Arms, Hospital, Church, Lakeside, Moonlit, Leo's Memory was the 6th one, Ever Sleeping, and then Chinatown was the 8th one. And remember, between Chinatown and Ever Sleeping, there was also a huge gap. So between Chinatown and now Darkwoods, there was another huge gap. Even though Darkwoods came out not long after Chinatown, in terms of like the game's history, which is crazy. And then I think Golden Cave was even before Darkwoods, if I'm remembering correctly. And there's like Asylum, I think, was even before Golden Cave. Like, there's all these maps in the game that they're just, look, they may not be the most balanced maps, but they add something new to the game. And even if they're not balanced, they're still fun to see something new. Oh, hey, there's a minecart here that you can take. Oh, hey, we're playing Asylum. It's so unique how there's like a whole area and prison cell kiting right now. Like, that's not something we've seen before. And so I just love the idea. I mean, guys, look at this chairing area as a hunter. Imagine how cool it would be as a hunter to chair 3 survivors in this area. Look, there's just 3 chairs surrounding a bonfire. Besides just being cool lore-wise, like, why are there 3 rocket chairs surrounding a fire pit? Like, what did this do in the lore of the game? Because for those that don't know, this map relates to Gamekeeper. This is Gamekeeper's kind of where he came from. And, you know, it's cool looking around the map. You go inside the big building. Did you guys know Gamekeeper keeps his capes up there? He keeps his weapons. You can see the fishhook is hanging up there on display right there in the building. Which is, like, really cool, and it has this whole lore aspect. Who's the hunter? Oh, the hunter's Nightwatch. I saw them earlier this match. So I love when they add new maps, and I think they did a great job with Darkwoods. Darkwoods used to be, you don't want to know how Survivor side of Darkwoods was back in the day. It was way worse than people complain about. You know what's funny though? People complain about, you know, just a new map, not even realizing that it's just a really great. This guy has no borrowed time. I would focus on the cutting. Hunter doesn't have detention either, though. No borrowed time versus no detention. Who's gonna win? The no detention one. Alright. But anyway. I just love it when they add new map. It's new kiting routes, new rescue routes. And also, they changed the map a lot, you know. And again, people are complaining about, you know, new map and stuff like that, but maybe they just don't realize that it's actually a Survivor-sided map if they just took the time to learn it. Kind of sounded mean to say it like that, but it's true. It's true. You know, we all started like that. You know, that's how the game works. You slowly improve at the game. You learn how to get better at the game. You know, and the point of adding new maps, new characters, is to challenge their players. Because if you keep it the same forever, then people get bored. You know, the game. You know, even you can do the same route over and over again. It gets boring after a while. So why is Golden Cave not even in Quick Match? That's a good question. It used to. Asylum used to be in Quick Match. Golden Cave used to be in Quick Match. I know Kraborg definitely used to be in Quick Match because that happened not long ago. If you count a year ago, not long ago. And yeah, I don't play Quick Match Hunter as much anymore, but I remember back when I did, I would at least get one of those maps once a day. It was definitely less common than like Arms Factory. There was definitely something weird about it because on average, you should get each map an equal amount of times. And I get a disproportionate amount less times of Asylum, of Golden Cave, of whatever map there wasn't in rank. Much less, even back when it wasn't Quick Match. I feel like as time passed, I saw those maps less and less until now we've reached a point where I don't even see those maps anymore. And maybe I've just gotten really unlucky. Maybe the fact that I don't play as much, you know, also makes it seem like they're gone. But if you guys are saying that it's gone, then it probably really is gone. So I don't know why they would remove those maps. People, I guess, were really sick of them. Asylum is probably the most Survivor-sided map in the game right now. Because even Hospital definitely used to be back then, especially when Asylum wasn't in the game. But if you just look at Asylum, there's actually a singular survivor route, where there is multiple forced pallets that the hunter has to break. What's a forced pallet? A forced pallet is a pallet that the hunter has to break. That they are so good that the only way you are gonna get around them is if you have an ability that hits through walls, or if you're Night Watch and you can jump over them, or if you're Clerk and you break it like that. The point is, you have to address the pallet somehow, and most hunters address it by breaking it. What a weird spawn. Ellie wanted to switch with me. Maybe he really does want to switch. Oh, I need to click cancel. But yeah. On Asylum has a route where there's one forced pallet that doesn't break, a second one, a third one, a fourth one, and so there's 4 guaranteed pallets that just in a row, not like spread out. They're all in a row. And that's the problem with Asylum right now, is that most pallets are positioned in a way where, because there are rooms and those rooms don't have holes, it just means they have a doorway entrance, and that means that if there's a pallet at the doorway entrance, the hunter can't do anything. They have to break the pallet to catch up. So, like, again, the maps are not fair. Caribbean Race Course is not fair. Did you guys know that you can't terror shock a survivor off the horse? Did you know that a Foggy Blade cannot hit a survivor off a horse? The survivor's invincible on the horse, basically. And that does need to get changed, along with the glitchy patient and aeroplanist thing at the stadium. I think they changed that. I'm not sure. I think I saw a balance change at some point saying, oh yeah, we fixed that, but who knows what people are going to find. That's such a huge area. Anyway, long story short, I love Darkwoods, and I think they did a great job balancing it these past few years. When it first came out in the game, they didn't touch it for a long time. But then more recently, the last 2 or 1 year, there was a balance patch. They changed the entire map. The entire map changed. I was like, wow, this is a brand new map. This is really exciting for me, because I got to explore the whole map. A couple months later, they changed a big part of the map. Not the whole map, but a big part of it. They changed that. And there are a couple other smaller areas they changed. And then there was a third time where they again changed the whole map. I was shocked at this point. I'm like thinking, when is this map coming in rank? Because they definitely have plans. And after that, for a while, there was no changes to Darkwoods. There might have been a 4th small change. But after that, there was a long silence with Darkwoods. And at this point, it finally came out in the game. There used to be a lot of different things. Like, guys, did you know that the window on the big cabin, the big building, used to be on the same side as the drop-down? And they changed that, and it's such a funny thing seeing all these little changes. Now, did that really matter? Was that a change that really mattered in the long run? Not really. If anything, I think it would be better for the hunter if they kind of kept that window there in some situations, because you can definitely get a hit while you're falling if they choose to vault it right next to you. So in some situations, it became safer for the survivors to move that window away from the drop down. In other situations, it became better for the hunter, because now if you're far away and you're anyway not going to hit them, then now it's better for you because they have to spend more time walking than before. Because before, they would vault the window and you'd be closer to the staircase, so you could do more loops of just vaulting and going up the staircase, falling, vaulting, going up the staircase, falling. Now there's more distance between you and that staircase when you vault that window. So small changes like that. But they also changed entire areas, entire dead zones. That front gate area with the campfire, that used to have, I think, 3 times as many pallets as it does now. And those pallets were very often grouped together in pairs. Now they've changed it so that it's just one pallet by itself with 2 walls next to it. And then there's another pallet behind it with 2 walls next to it. There used to be a gigantic log with 2 pallets, with a pallet on each side. That log is still there, but they made it so now that log only has 1 pallet by it. So big changes like that. And they don't delete those pallets, they just move them elsewhere. And made them very crappy, of course. That's why there's there's that one crappy pallet next to the log, because that's what they did with it. And the point is to just, the point is to make the map more balanced. And, I think that's the good way to go with the map, if they're going to include it in rank. Oh, and here's the best one. Did you guys know? Thank you so much, Noir, though. Hold up. Thank you so much, Noir, for the 125 Ds. I feel like I'm watching my first explain the mechanics to me, yeah. I have so much to say. And it's just something that I like talking about, remembering the game, or even talking about its current state. Usually if I'm talking about the current state, it's usually something I'm unhappy about, but there's also a lot of good things about the game. And other good things I'd like to keep them adding. I'd like for them to keep adding new maps. I would like them to change Asylum. I would like them to add more holes in the rooms so that it's easier for them to go around the pallets. I would like them to maybe replace some areas with a window, but you can still go around it for the fact that there's a hole right next to it. you know, if you make some pallets worse with a hole right next to it, there should probably be other areas as well to make up for it. Like, just areas where it's not, like, drop and run. Like, not that simple, not that easy. That would be very annoying for the hunter, right? And not very fair. Alright, you'd basically have to bring faster power breaking. But yeah, do you guys see my snowball, my white ball? It's like, it has 0.01% progress to the third ball. The impossible third white bomb. Okay, we can actually walk out of this zone for free without getting a purple purple soul, I mean. We might, I would ball there if I got a heartbeat there, because if the hunter left a chair, just take advantage. Just take advantage of the fact that he left a chair. Try to get that free rescue, since that way the starter won't get farmed. Okay, I'm a little bit worried here. I don't want to get a purple soul on me, because that'll make the kite way easier. Sorry, make the chase way easier. So, pretty much, if I leave this area, I would get a purple soul. You guys see this? If I walk out of here, I would get a purple soul. It would be so much easier to hit me with it. Because there's no pallets here. So that's why I chose that kind of kiting route. It's so weird to kite like that, like, right, guys? But that's what I love about the game, is that even when you've kited the same area multiple times, even the old maps, I still have so much fun kiting around. Because of the fact that those areas change. The areas are dynamic. Your teammates might have kited in that area. And I like it more when you know about it. Because, like, right there, I was able to see that every pallet was gone. So I could plan a route rather than running to it blindly and then, oh, turns out the pallet's broken. But, like, it makes unique routes like that. Even makes the most uncommon areas that you never think you'd use actually usable. Like, it's crazy. And that window is actually better than people think. You know, no one uses it because there's better areas. Why would you use it? Oh, no, Terror Shock. But yeah, every once in a while, with the right abilities, with the right mindset, with the right logic against the hunter you're up against, you can make an area work. Like, against Axeboy, it would be so much easier to hit me if I leave the zone, because then he would get a purple soul for free on me, right? We don't want to make it easy on him. We want to make it as difficult as possible. And, you know, we would eventually get hit there. I'm not saying you can kite forever with this window, but, little things like that, where, like, even the most useless areas have a use. So that's really cool. Perfect pull-off. I just guessed when he would swing. I hate those kinds of rescue instant swing hunters. I guess I saw his head twitch, but I saw that after I got off. So I wouldn't really say I reacted to that. I think we should delete Roller Coaster off Moonlight and make that the super undersided map. They had to buff Moonlight multiple times to make it more survivor-friendly. It's still a survivor-sided map most times. Sorry, not survivor, hunter-sided map. Not just because of the areas, but also the way the ciphers generate. There's always a cipher at bridge. 3 ciphers on the left, 3 ciphers on the right. In total, 7 ciphers. For those who don't know already, every match you have 7 ciphers in total. Your job is to do 5 of them. 5 of those ciphers. So, when you guys have 1 cipher remaining, how many are left? 3 are remaining. And that's what people start calling the, that's why you hear stuff like, you got 3 ciphered. And you say that when all 3 ciphers are right next to each other. Because there's 7 maps, you do 7 ciphers, you do 4 of them. You have 3 remaining. If they're all right next to each other, you got 3 ciphered, and now it's way easier for them to protect them. On Moonlit, that happens way easier. Because of the way the map is made. There is a river in the middle separating the 2 sides of the map. And pretty much, whoever kites on one side is stuck on that one side. And that also makes doing the ciphers harder. Because the only way to really escape from one side of the map to the other is through the roller coaster. Or if you're playing Priestess. Counter is 131. Thank you, Lantern. But yeah. Oh, I never mentioned that thing about Darkwoods. You used to be able to go on the swing 2 times in a row. It would only drain half your energy back then. It was also way slower. The animation was also way slower, so as a hunter, you just had to sit there and wait for the animation for longer, so. If you think Darkwoods is bad, go back. There was a crazy time where there was, like, right now, there's, like, a random swing near the big cabin. That used to be a pallet with 2 very long walls on both sides, so the hunter had to break it. And they eventually replaced it with that swing instead. the swing used to be in a different spot, but the spot didn't really lead to anything. Now it at least leads to like the gate, and it also leads to the cabin if you're going the other direction. But I would say the PAL was better, which they removed and put a swing there. And in the original version of the game of Darkwoods, that PAL was also not there. So multiple changes to Darkwoods throughout this past year, really 2 years, because they haven't really updated it recently. But back then they did, for no reason. You wouldn't even see it. I don't even think you'd see it in a quick match. Maybe you would. Maybe you wouldn't. I'm not sure. Definitely seemed less common. We needed to code 5 ciphers? Yeah, we needed to code 5 ciphers, guys. What's your favorite map as a Survivor Psyche? Hospital. It's always going to be Hospital. Just because of the insane kiting routes you can do. It's not that it's fair for the Hunter. It is, I'm going to admit, it's completely unfair for the Hunter. But just the fact that it really teaches you transition kiting in a way where it's good even against hunters who counter transition kiting. There's no such thing as a hunter who really counters transition kiting, because even the hunters who are good against it, you can transition kite them when they don't have their ability up. That's the way you kite them. So people are like, oh, okay, transition kiting, then what am I supposed to do? Because type kiting is also not good. Great question. Exactly. If you can't transition kite a non-transition kite hunter, then wouldn't you just die to them instantly? No, that's why they're not anti-transition kiters hunters. It's just if you do it at the wrong time, yeah, you will die. But you can say that about any hunter, like even Wuchen, right? If you're approaching a window and he has his umbrella up, you made a mistake, because now he throws an umbrella on the other side. You can't vault it, but he can still vault it in case you vault the other side. Or he can just switch. You know, if you don't vault, he'll just hit you. If you do vault, he'll switch with his umbrella. That's a very weak example still. And why is that weak example? Because if it's black and white Wuching, both of them, you don't have to vault the window. You can actually vault in their face and they cannot hit you if you vault fast enough. So I really wanted to do an unconnected cipher machine. It looks like my teammates are already doing them. I was hoping that there was a God Corner cipher and that he didn't connect it because he spawned by it. So he thinks no one's going to do it. That's the very common logic with hermits, at least. And so you can actually take advantage of it way easier, funny enough. He's not on me. Okay. It's really annoying when people don't communicate that they're being chased or not, because I have to play safer as a result. What is nice is that, why are you saying you're on your own? Dude, shut up. I can literally see when he's about to get hit. But what's nice about this game is our teammates both found the unconnected cipher machines. What does that mean? That means we basically have 2 ciphers popping instantly against Hermit. So now he connected them. Can we find a different unconnected cipher? Like Christmas tree? Because that would speed up our decoding a ton. Okay, unfortunately, no. So I'm just going to keep doing the cipher. It would take too much time walking at that point. It is always faster doing an unconnected cipher than a connected one. And there's always going to be 2 ciphers that are unconnected, because Hermit can only connect 5. And as I said earlier, there's 7 ciphers on every map, always. So your job as a team is to find those, at least 1 unconnected cipher. You don't want everyone to be doing connected ciphers, because then you're splitting up your decode for no reason when there are unconnected ciphers on the map. And because 4 of you guys spawn spread apart the map, there's no reason someone shouldn't be able to find that unconnected cipher machine. Anyway, our teammates found them, thankfully. I was trying to look for them, but they found it themselves, which is very weird. The Hermit left unconnected ciphers, like, on top of them, it seems, because they just immediately started decoding. Like, that lawyer just did factory, so he didn't even connect factory, which is very weird. Like, very weird that he didn't do that. Because then you want the foolish survivors to just decode whatever ciphers in front of them, so that you can connect it and it slows down their decode, and it splits up decodes to other ciphers that, you know, they're probably not going to do. The goal as Hermit is, because you as a survivor team only want to do 5 ciphers, you want to make them split their decode to all 7 ciphers, since they anyway are only going to do 5. But if they do unconnected ciphers, then they're not wasting their decode anywhere. And it makes it so much easier then in the end game, when there's 3 ciphers remaining, we just all do, like, at that point, all the servers are going to be connected, right? Because only 5 servers on the map, he connects all 5. But because we didn't decode connected servers early, then that cipher's progress was not split up early on. And as a result, we're taking huge advantage of it later on in the match. That being said, I gotta go. Right now, if he puts red on the knight, this knight will survive, fun fact. He will survive. Will he? He took 0.6. He took 0.6. So he'll take 0.3 here. He'll survive with a sliver of health. And so do I, which is kind of funny. Which is, I guess he wants to kill the person decoding the cipher, which is going to be me. But I'm going to be able to pick myself up by then. Forget about sitting, go for the tie. Does this lawyer not realize that, this guy rescued before half? This lawyer has some... Not only does he not know when to shut up, but he also has some pretty bad game sense, funny enough. Like, right now, that lawyer actually did a mistake switching. Because guess what? Good thing that Ellie switched to blue. Because, now he can rescue. And I'm just gonna do this cipher. It is gonna be a little bit close. Hopefully Ellie doesn't have to rescue instantly. Like a good use of your shovel, and yeah. We're good. Oh no, it does mean that he loses his connection though. I have to put red. I have to put red. Otherwise he's gonna die here. I have to put red. I have to put red. We got it. He'll live. He'll live now. He'll live. Oh no, but will he make it? No, he won't. He waited too long. He was waiting for me to self-heal. Ah, he should have just gone sooner. Because he also runs out of time. But the problem is it depends on the situation, right? Also, I should have been the one at the cipher, not lawyer, because I do the gates slower. It might matter. It might matter, we'll see. He didn't connect them, so we cannot really share for Gravekeeper. I'm just gonna leave. There's nothing I can really do. That was really sad. That was really sad. I think we would have. I think we could have had that win there. It is a little bit awkward because again, Ellie kind of went directly towards the chair, so Hunter very easily saw him. But also the cipher is shaking, so obviously Gravekeeper is coming for her. So I don't really know what you do in that situation. He has to wait. I'll tell you what we should have done. And it wasn't anything that I could do. It wasn't anything that Ellie could do. Lawyer needed to not switch his color. If Lawyer didn't switch his color, then that way whatever color Ellie gets, he just switches to. So that he can keep Ellie alive. And even if the Lawyer dies, I can just take over his cipher for him. Because I'm about to get self-healed. So that Lawyer kind of screwed us up. Because now it's dependent on me getting up. Now I'm the limiting factor. Because until I get red, Ellie cannot rescue. Otherwise he'll die. We should have won that. We should have won that game, but the Lawyer just switched his color for no reason there to save his own skin, funny enough. Him saving his own skin caused his team to tie that match now. Unfortunately. Like, if he didn't switch his color, then whatever color Ellie gets, he switches to. That was all he had to do. It's true. Also, Lawyer did go to the wrong cipher. That is also true, but, you know... I would say the biggest thing there was just that he switched his color to save his own skin, not realizing that his teammates can anyway do the cipher. The Lawyer can use the locker for his back and remove blue color and get a red one. True, except then we don't have the cipher primed. So really the best thing to do is to just don't switch. That's all you had to do. Like, yes, you can do that, but then the cipher's not going to be primed. So then it's still his fault for switching color. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. If he removes the blue color to get a red one, then now the Hermit just puts blue. That's why you needed to not change your color. So that way you can react to the Hunter, not the Hunter's reacting to the survivors. So. Lore Acura Lawyer, he's saving his own skin. Because why did he switch color away from Ellie? Because he knew he would die. He knew he would die if he had the same color as Ellie. But by him doing that, he's forgetting that I can do the cipher when he dies, so we don't need him to stay alive. He can go down, he can share the damage, we don't need him alive. He just needs to save Ellie's life. Hey Psyche, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, Snapple, for the $5 donation. I appreciate it, man. Sticking around a long time as usual. I'm doing good though, man. Thank you. But yeah, he could have used the locker, but then if he puts red, then Hunter puts blue. You could say that he'll just wait. You could wait, I guess. You could wait to not touch the Cypher. But why would he? He'll just put blue on the Gravekeeper because he knows the lawyer cannot switch his color. You always by default get red, but you have to manually switch to blue. So even if the lawyer removed his color to get red, the Hunter knows, oh, he can't switch his color anyway, and now he always has red when he gets on the Cypher. I just put blue now on the Gravekeeper, so. I just know Ellie is raging a bit. Ellie was definitely raging that match, because he actually would have made that rescue had that lawyer just not switched his color. Let's see who this Hunter is. It's a Naiad. I want to try something a little bit different here. We are playing Fire Investigator. And so we can actually do something that no other survivor can do. And that is block the door. Now she is going around, which is expected obviously, but her harpoon is gonna run out right about now. So we still live here. So that was really good. Good start, I would say. Don't really know where we go here at this point, though. We basically have to play this pallet. Can we actually use this one? This one is technically safer. Ugh. Okay, unfortunately that was still in the water, though. We're gonna die to blink now. A little bit of a tough area. Uh-oh. Yeah, unfortunately we're gonna die to blink here. She has Patroller. That actually makes this better for us. It's gonna take her longer to kill it, is what it means. But we are gonna die here. We are gonna die in the corner at least. So Ellie will pop his Cypher. Prospector took longer for the Cypher. If we had better pallet options, Chinatown is not gonna be great for pallet options. I almost wonder if maybe we should have actually ran backwards after she went around to just destroy the ball, so that we can actually also keep it and it's not going to cut us off later on in our kite. Because that definitely played a part. Like, I could not go back in the house and do that same play. Maybe I actually could have. Maybe what I should have done is after I took that pallet boost, I should have ran in the house, put a second ball, and then while she's breaking that first one... Okay, we lost. Oh, he made it. He made it. And then while he's breaking that one, we grab our other one, that first one that I dropped. So, we're going to give her full presence here, but I'm not going to worry about it. We just want to die away from the Cypher. Okay. Well, we're probably not going to win this game, but we did learn some valuable information for a future kite, which is very valuable. If she charges basement, then thank you, because that's going to make this game basically guaranteed tie. Because we don't have the Cyphers. So thank you for doing that. That makes it way better for us now. Yo, hello Psyche, how are you doing? Welcome, Joseph. This is the thing about playing Survivor, is that even if your kite was bad, it's still tieable. Like, this is a bad kite, but it was still tieable. But other people, like, change that definition of bad and make it, holy crap, how are you dying in that fast amount of time bad? Like, it's like they didn't start with any abilities, basically, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think we should have actually went backwards at some point and blocked the other entrance. So then that way we could... Well, we can't really. We actually can't. I'm realizing now that we actually can't because the house that we passed had water in it. So we actually can't do that. Yeah, we were just cornered in there. We were basically cornered in. Yeah, look at how easy the tie has become now. Like, it's not even, like, close. It's not even funny how far away she is from winning this match because she made a basement. Like, you have to remember that if you go basement, if you go kite basement, sorry, not go kite basement. If you go put someone at basement, you very often don't chair on anyone's Cypher anymore. Oh my god. This guy is so stupid. I don't know if they're gonna escape. Oh my god, that guy is so stupid. Oh my goodness, this guy has no idea how first officer works, clearly. You don't get tie turner unless you hit the hunter with your watch. You have to hit them in the circle. If you're invisible, but they were out of the circle when you used it, you still die in one hit. Yeah, that first officer doesn't know how first officer works. That is crazy. He's second first officer? Alright then, alright. Honestly, I don't know what we could have done on that kite, now that we're thinking back, because now going under the house is not an option, because it was water. So we're pretty much cornered. That's pretty much what it means. It's pretty much that we cornered ourselves. It means that we cornered ourselves. Maybe I should have used a different pallet area, one that wasn't up against the building, because then we can't really ball anywhere. I think the issue is we should have used a pallet that we could walk around easier. Because the issue with Chinatown is when you use those kinds of pallets, you don't really have anywhere to go against Nai. You know, the Nai's going to put herself on the side where you need to go, and the area behind you is a gigantic wall with a building behind you. So you're stuck. The only direction you can go is towards the hunter. Which we bailed ourselves pretty well out of that situation, all things considered, but it meant that the next ability was pretty easy for her to get. Is like the issue. But you know, using that other pallet is also pretty dangerous. I guess if we have to, we could have used the ball on the other more dangerous pallet, and then we can still reuse it when she uses a harpoon. Yeah, God bless that prosecutor. That prosecutor literally saved that match from being a loss. Okay. Whenever I see the spawn, it's very often a Percy. Not always. And it's not actually very often. But it definitely feels like it. This is definitely awkward. We have multiple boosts now, which is pretty cool. Do we just use the tram? I almost wonder, should we just use the tram? We're gonna get 2 window boosts here, which the hunters might not expect. I thought he would mind game me and go on the other side, but he didn't. He just did the obvious play. Ooh, yeah, now we're dead. If only we were under a building. Like, without a tall building, without a building to be under, that kite is a lot harder. And we lost the 50-50 on the jump, unfortunately. Kind of. Maybe I should be in between the pallet. That wasn't really a good kite. That's really sad. I guess I could have vaulted this window. I didn't want to vault it because we actually don't get the full value out of broken windows if you don't have a heartbeat, but I guess I should have just vaulted it. I probably should have just vaulted it. Because at least that way he still doesn't know where we are. Oh no. Charge shot? We basically have to mind game him out of pallet to win this kite at this point, which I don't think is going to happen. I thought he was going to jump. I think he wasn't, his cooldown wasn't even up though. Fire Investigator is kind of weak against Lizard. We basically need to win some pallet mind games. Or we need to use the ball when he's in the middle of the jump. I need to use the ball when he's in the middle of the jump, but I put the ball in the direction of the jump, which obviously is not good. Because I want to look back, but I also want to use my ball forwards. Here's what I could do in between these matches. I need to learn how to do something with Fire Investigator that I have not been doing. Why is this guy rescuing? You're not making that. He needed to go sooner if he wanted to rescue. He just revealed himself for no reason. Hunter could have gone after him if he wanted to. Okay. I need to learn how to do something because this matters in a lot of situations. You need to know how to backwards bounce off a ball without going backwards, if that makes any sense. Seeing Psyche play him is odd. Well, he didn't even get that much of a buff. He got a buff, Tacos, but I was saying that he was a good survivor even back then, even before his buff. Then they've made a couple like really nice changes. I think they made it so that you bounce off the ball slightly faster. And also that you decode 5% slower instead of 10% slower. Because it would definitely be really nice if I could learn how to do backwards bounces off of balls. Like an elbow pad. Like, imagine how much worse Mercenary would be if you couldn't elbow pad off of an obstacle behind you that you're not looking at. It would make him so much worse. Okay, and I do that all the time. That's a tech I use all the time. Being able to run backwards and then still elbow pad forwards. So I really should be able to do this with Fire Investigator. I mean, I've seen people do it. I know that it's possible because I've seen people do it. I used to think that it was not possible. But I've seen people do it when they used my balls, funny enough. But it's, oh, you actually just put your camera in the direction you want to go. Okay. Hold up. Okay, I thought the whole way it worked is it was actually based off of joystick. I thought it was based off of joystick. It is based off of joystick. Kind of. Kind of. It's kind of based off of joystick. It seems like if you're moving in the direction your camera's facing, it does... No, it doesn't prioritize joystick. It doesn't prioritize joystick at all. He's different from Mercenary. He doesn't prioritize joystick. He prioritizes camera. I didn't know. That's good to know now. Okay. Because before I was always doing this. I could never tell that it was based off of camera, not joystick, because I always keep my camera the same direction as my joystick. Kind of like a Mercenary habit. It just makes it way easier to control that elbow pad when you're facing and looking the same direction. The elbow pad is based off of joystick, is the thing. So I've been playing Fire Investigator completely wrong. Not completely, because it just has to do with how you use the ball. Like if you do a bounce like this, it's still the same thing. Because like your joystick is pointing in the same direction as your camera, so there's no difference. But it means that you can do stuff like this as well. Even though my joystick is pointing in a different direction. Because what I was trying to do, this is what I was trying to do. I thought it was like an elbow pad, where it's like, since it's fully based off a joystick, you have to touch it and then immediately pull forwards. But when I tried doing that with Fire Investigator, that doesn't work. Because it actually throws you off the ball if you do it too early. Like this. If you touch it for just a too little amount of time, and then you hold forward, then you actually don't bounce off. What I didn't realize is that you can just literally keep holding it and you'll still go forwards. All you have to do is look, I'm going to hold it backwards and you can still go forwards where you actually want to go. And as long as you just move forward while you're bouncing, it's pretty easy. So I didn't know that. That's such a huge thing to know about. That's a huge thing to know about because now there's a whole different thing that you can do with the balloons. Now what you can do, which I didn't think was possible because it's actually based off camera, so it is very easy to do. You could just drop the ball right behind you normally and then directly after bounce off because it's based off of your camera without worrying that the joystick's going to mess you up, because it won't. With joystick, that's how you get screwed over. Camera spazzing out because you were pointing your camera in the wrong direction, and also your joystick will then decide. It's kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing the way it works with Mercenary. Because with Mercenary, it is based off of joystick, but I say it's off of camera, and why? Because what I do is I keep my joystick the same, and then I change my camera. So if you keep the joystick in the same spot, then at that point it becomes based off of the camera. But you always have to remember, the joystick goes, you know, there's no such thing as forward, behind, left, or right in a 3D game. It's all dependent of where you're facing. So if your camera is always pointing in the same direction as your joystick, then all you have to do at that point is just change your camera and keep your joystick forward, and wherever your camera is pointing, that's where you will go. That's the way it works with Mercenary. But if you really want to, like I will do this for basement rescues, you can change your joystick in the middle of the elbow pad, so you're changing direction still inside of like the half a second that an elbow pad happens. Which is really cool, and that's how you can basement down, like elbow pad down the stairs while turning. And without getting thrown into like a wall, because you can change the direction of the elbow pad, you can go from the top of basement to the bottom and do a 90-degree turn. And your elbow pad is going to end at the bottom of the stairs. Which is really cool. With Final Rescue, you cannot change direction. But it seems like you can still do that backwards attack. I hope we get to redo a kite. Maybe we can use it. You can definitely use this tech here in a place like Shack.
La la la.
You know, I just found out about it, so I don't have that many ideas to use, but we can definitely try them out. The lizard kite definitely should have been longer had I just vaulted that window, though. I really didn't want to vault it because I really wanted to get the full speed boost. But it would have just been better to, you know, hide yourself from the lizard. Is this a Wu-Chang? It's an An. It's an An, it's an An, it's an An. The cat doesn't matter at all. She can't jump on us anyway. Because there's like a wall between me and her. Link is up in 20 seconds. She's gonna have her cat right about now. So here's what we're gonna do. Much better. She went around that. I actually misplaced it. We're gonna take a hit now. Well, we'll take a hit eventually, I should say. Can we block this? It's so annoying because the default, I wish I could change the default push. Like, not the default push, but the default direction that it throws the ball. That it was in a different spot. Because the default is too close. It's too close of where I want it to be. We actually could have done a much better kite there, but the default of where it throws the ball is actually further than where I want it to. That's another thing you have to learn about this character, is that if you just hold it and throw out your ball, it has a default location to go, and very often it's actually not where you want it to go. So you either have to memorize where that spot is, or just position yourself in a way where the default automatically lines up. He failed. How are you today? I'm okay. I've been failing these kites today, unfortunately. These are not good kites. I'm glad she's at least waiting on the rescue. That's okay, the second cat doesn't matter. The second cat is an instant stun. It only lasts half a second. It's the first one that you need to worry about. Yeah, both those balls were really bad. Because even though that first ball, like she would immediately break it, the charge attack on Anne is so long that it would stall out her next cat for a very long time. That's why it mattered so much that we missed that first ball. Because now it makes our second one very hard to use because she's right next to us already. I can't believe I missed that. I should have just... I should have... Why are we not healing me? I was confused there for a second. It's because Gravekeeper is here. And she needs to go rescue. If I didn't miss that first ball, I should have just tapped it. I'm actually shocked that I missed that. It honestly, from my perspective, it didn't look like I missed that. But from the hunter's perspective, that was a definite miss. That is so embarrassing. Missing the ball like that. I know we didn't get hit because of it. We didn't get hit because of it. We still lived, but it just made it almost impossible to dodge the next cat after that because we missed the first one. Otherwise, we would have been so far ahead if we didn't miss that first one. Which, by us being far ahead, means that she can't use her cat. It means we also save our next ball for longer. It also means that we have more time to get our window boost back and stuff like that. Man, there's no ciphers on this side of the map. We already finished all of them. We're actually going to get 3 cipher locked, aren't we? I think we're about to get 3 cipher locked. I think that's what's about to happen. I'm surprised no one finished at least 1 cipher on this side of the map. Yeah, we're pretty much screwed because we don't have a lot of cipher. We have that one, this one, and that one. No one did a cipher on the side of the map. Did we get like a reception spawn? Did someone do their cipher at reception? This is why as a rescuer, I don't spawn reception anymore. Because this is what happens in the end game. We get 3 cipher locked. Like, even if we pop Shack, we still have 3 ciphers next to each other here. This is why I don't spawn reception as rescuer. Because not only does reception not always spawn, but even if it does, 3 ciphers always do spawn on this side of the map. And, maybe not always. But at least 2 ciphers spawn here, always. And it's just such a pain when you guys don't finish at least 1 cipher here. Because if there are 3 ciphers on this side of the map, then the last 3 are all right next to each other. And it's also awkward for your teammates, because your teammates are finding ciphers. Turns out they're all on the other side of the map. I really screwed this game up for us. We should have won this game, and I messed up that first ball. If we just didn't mess it up, we actually would be in a great position here. She would chase me. We definitely would have gotten a lot more decoding, but I cannot believe I missed that. I should have just tapped the ball. I should have just tapped it instead of holding and looking backwards, because then it would have dropped wherever I'm standing. Oh. We really can't wait anymore. Because we have to go also earlier to make up for the fact that she has cats. To stop the rescue. Can you hit the chair? There's really no way to stop that. There's really no way to stop that. We're gonna get hit here no matter what, though. There's no way. We could stall a little bit, but we can't stall the whole time. We can honestly pop. We're at least gonna get away. She's going to the front gate, actually. She actually released earlier than I thought. So where do we want to die? Do you have another jump? You have 2 jumps, damn. Because she wasn't chasing anyone, so she always has 2. Okay, she actually went back to back gate, which is kind of sad, because I also went back to back gate as well. Yeah, if I just didn't miss those balls. Oh, that was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing that we missed it. Because what I should have done is I actually should have dropped that ball in a different spot. Because, you know, she'll just walk through that opened up pallet. Don't die at all, yeah. Great plan. How do you open the detailed map? Just click on the mini-map. On the minimap. Like, the start was good. We had a good start. The start of that kite was good. Honestly, there was also another route we could have gone. We also could have gone to the church window and then put a ball between those benches, and that also would have done the same thing. I just didn't want to kite on that side of the map because I should just pay attention to where they were decoding, because no one was decoding on that side of the map anyway. But it's just annoying because we're going to get 3 cipher locked there anyway. Either way, I can't kite there at any point in the game. That's why it's nice to knock out that cipher early on. There's so many reasons why that first ball was bad. Even if we didn't miss it, she could just walk around the pallet. I'm realizing now. We need to drop that ball in a completely different spot, like a little bit further ahead. little bit further ahead. I don't know why. I always play so crappy on stream. Did you see that the Call of this essence is staying for 119 days? For condensed essence, you can saw it? You mean you can see it? No, I didn't. I didn't know the Call of this essence is staying for 4 months. But they're also not condensed, so I don't know what you mean by condensed. Don't worry, wrong demonstration lets us learn. Yeah, 4 months is a long time. It's a very long time. Bruh. Huh. Oh, that's a photo. Is that a camera? Did I see a camera? I could have sworn I saw that demonic wing camera. I don't know what I saw then. There was like some shadow in the shape of wings. It's a naiad. She threw her harpoon. So that's how I knew it wasn't a photographer. It's like, I can't stand playing Mercenary anymore, but people don't pick Rescuers. You can pick Knight instead. You don't have to pick Mercenary. Yeah, you can get Chase as Knight. You also have good decode, and also he's a great Rescuer. In some situations, better than Mercenary, because he also protects your target for 8 seconds. And it allows you to run a kiting build because of that. Don't run Tide Turner. Tide Turner is when you're rescuing twice. Like, Tide Turner is to stall time. Knight's shield ability can save lives, though, on the other hand. So if you use a shield with Tide Turner and the Hunter hits the shield, it's pointless, because by the time they'll hit him again, Tide Turner's going to run out. So you had no reason to run Tide Turner. The only times the Thunder waits out the shield and then hits right after, but I still wouldn't use it. I think Knight with the Kiter ability is better than you gaining 12 seconds off of Tide Turner. Looks like this person used their gun. Whoever the coordinator is. Oh, they're not Ellie. Allowed the composer to... Oh, he's right there. I don't think he's going to allow us to, because he's going to probably chair up in the back. If he chaired here, we might have still been able to do the cipher. Not really, because it would just get blocked out by water, but... Okay, let's go do Ellie's cipher now. And Ellie will take over mine, I'm guessing. Hopefully. We got 1% faster decode out of that. If people pinged on their kite more often, I would definitely think about supporting more, but if people are not going to kite where they are... Because here's the thing, I know he's in the general area. With the ball, though, you need to know exactly where they are so you can block off the right area. And also, you don't block them off, right? Because you need to block the hunter and not block them off. So that means you need to know where the hunter is, you need to know where they are. That's the benefit of pinging hunters nearby. That's how important it is. It's so important for just general knowledge. It's so important for your harassers. It's so important for your supporters. You basically are not going to get support if people don't know where you are. Like, it's simple as that. Let's see if Ellie can finish that cipher. It's kind of sad because I think we could have put a ball in his direction so that he could bounce off of it. Had I just known he was coming from there. Wasting gun prior to knowing Trey. Yeah, that quote is correct. Father Milk, I don't know what you mean. Because if you get excitement out, it's fine. It's fine because your gun was never going to get excitement anyway. Like, your gun was never going to get value anyway, is what I'm trying to say. You're actually, if you think the hunter has excitement, you are actually better off using it earlier than 30 seconds before the hunter's excitement. So then their excitement that was useless. Like, wasting gun prior to knowing Trey, if he has excitement, it would anyway get blocked. If he has blink, then shooting early doesn't hurt. Basically what I'm saying is it doesn't make a difference if you shoot it later or sooner. If he has excitement, it won't make a difference. If he has blink, it won't make a difference. What survivor on your team is going to give excitement out? I'm going to go rescue here. And we do have to wait here. He might have saw my tracks because I kind of peeked out there for a second. Either way, he should know I'm coming from this direction because this is the cipher that I just popped. We're definitely going to check if dungeon's at middle. She used her gun before the tray. Okay, I see what you're saying. Kind of smell what you're cooking. It'll still stall the blink out at the very least. But yeah, I think you got a point there. I think you got a point because he'll anyway get blinked. I guess here's the thing. If the corner is never gonna rescue, then I guess it's fine for her to use their gun. Like, what if she just doesn't want to rescue future? You know. And in general, I will say this: keeping your server alive ahead of time is while the kite is still going is usually easier than doing it when they're off of chair, because these chairs are very often situations that are hard to rebound off of. I don't think we're gonna do that gate anymore. I don't know. It depends on the situation, BT. It depends on the situation. You know, I'm not saying that I disagree with you, but it definitely depends on the situation. Is dungeon there? I can't see dungeon. Oh no! We screwed up. We're dead. Oh, she anyway had blink. But if I put the ball in her face, then that way we would also live longer. Oh, I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking and focus on the matches. Because at least we would stall longer, right? In case it matters for Ellie. I mean, we're anyway going to lose that game. It's only a matter of time before we get blinked because Ellie cannot open that gate instantly. With a combination of boost off of the ball, window boosts, and blocking her off with the ball, it might be possible, but it's pretty unlikely. Basically, we would have to basically always stay away from the knife the whole time. She didn't even need that blink there is the funny part. Not sure how a fire investigator works. Yeah, you basically got it right. That was basically how the ball works. And it's better than an elbow pad, actually. Because you also get a 2-second boost if you're fire investigator. Who's your favorite rescuer, Psyche? Is it still mercenary? I don't know. Probably Knight now. I would say Knight is more fun. Because you also get more action with Knight. You know, how often you get chased also makes a difference. I think Mercenary can definitely escape more often, but smart hunters usually will try not to chase a Mercenary if there's, like, the gates are, you know, activated. Because what's going to happen is he's either going to elbow pad you to the gates or to dungeon. And, you know, Knight is harder to kite with. But if you know what you're doing, it can kite just as well as Mercenary. Sometimes even better, depending on the hunter you're up against. Not gonna lie, I didn't notice we already had a rescuer, but it's okay. It's also fine having 2 rescuers on the team with Knight, because Knight doesn't have to run Titcher, but he can still do a great rescue. Without having the tide turn, because the Survivor anyway can't get farmed. Unless it's like a Gamekeeper, I guess. Night Kite build is better than Tide Accurate. Yeah, that's true. Because think about it, if you have Tide Turner, I mean, hopefully you know how Night works. The way Night works is you get a shield when you do the long range rescue, which means you actually can control when you want to use it, which is already better than Tide Turner. But also that Tide protects someone from half of damage. Half of a basic hit. So they fully protect chip hits and partially protect basic hits is basically what it means. However, here's the thing. When are you ever going to rescue 2 times as a Knight? You can't. You're going to get injured on the first rescue. Unless you have Psychologist, you're not going to get healed up. That's why there's no point using Tide Turn. Because the idea is the idea is people would be like, oh, I'm going to, you know, I really want to do birdcage, but it's kind of risky. Because that is a kiting area that people are going to use. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be doing it. Server's about to anyway unlock. A little bit unlucky, I guess, that there was no Cypher here at third. At the... What's it called? At the, you know, now that I think about it, I wonder why, I wonder, was there just no Shed Cypher? Was there just no Shed Cypher? Because if Ellie went Shed, then that would make it way easier for me to decode, but because he did that Cypher. I mean, the thing is, he spawned there, right? Obviously, he's going to do this wherever he spawned at. Oh god, my contact almost fell out. This guy's doing such a good kite too. Oh. What a great kite. I mean, it is hospital to be fair, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy still. Still gotta time your vaults well. Gotta be at the right place at the right time so the cats are not an easy kill. 40% behind. We're 40% behind. That's a pretty big deal. The good news is it's actually not going to matter here. It's not going to matter because he did such a good kite that it's not going to matter. Because while I'm decoding this cipher, our rescuer's already going to decode my next cipher that I'm going to plan to do. So we're not going to lose any progress. That's the nice thing, at least. If you're the team's rescuer and your cipher's a little bit behind, or if you have a second rescuer, you can just have the rescuer already finish their cipher while you keep working on yours. And then you can take over their cipher. So it actually works out. Like right now, we're actually not losing any decode progress now, even though we lost mine at the start. Because our other two people finished theirs on time. So we just get started on the next two quicker. When it becomes a problem is that when we don't have more than one rescuer on the team, and it's like a regular kiter whose cipher is behind. Get off. Favorite meta harasser for me? I never really think about metas in this game. The thing is the meta is actually just dependent on what survivors your team goes. You go Enchantress Prospector, the meta is now Blood Queen. You go if your opponents are all playing Clerk, you're playing Antiquarian Forward and stuff like that. It's harder as Survivor for there to be a meta because you don't know what your opponent is going to pick. I would say there's more of a Hunter meta. I would say there's not really as much thing of a Survivor meta. There's always a Rescuer, there's always a Kiters, there might be a Harasser sometimes here and there. I don't know. Some seasons there are Harassers more often than others. But I haven't really thought about it, BT, if I'm being honest. Oh, that's a really late pop. It's actually not as primed as I thought it was. Double Rescuer is a weird time. I don't think that was a weird time at all. That was actually in the game until they finally removed pallet boost off of Rescuers. Until then, it was always in the game. Just in case he swings the first one, the second ability will still count. I know the second one didn't do anything if he falls for the first one already, but it means that if he swings, because I'm going to get out of range if I don't predict it on the spot, so I'll just predict already. Just in case he, like, let's say swings. It's not going to matter. He would have had a trump card teleport. It's like, am I valid for hitting Hellenberg? He is pretty annoying. But you can actually circle his fire spirits like a Feaster Tentacle. It actually becomes really satisfying to kite once you know that. The worst meta was Ivy. Well, that's still the meta. Second win for today, yeah, but I could do with more wins, you know? You could always do with more wins, but when the game was in my control and I still couldn't do the good kite, that's where I say I could have done with more wins. Yeah, you're right, BT. I don't think they should have gave Survivor 3 bans. I was fine with them adding three hunters banning 3 survivors. I think it's ridiculous that they added 3 hunter bans for survivors once they hit champion. Why? Why? Do you see how many more survivors there are in the game than hunters? Why are you giving us the same amount? The first time I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's great. I love that change. And then you hit champion, and you're like, oh wait, you can ban 3 hunters as well. What's the point then? Every hunter ban matters a lot more than the survivor bans, because you're deleting a lot more percentage of the playable hunters than they do by deleting the survivors with their bans. Extra bans to make sure Goman is never played pretty much. Yeah. I mean, he's regardless getting banned, no matter how many bans you give the survivors. You could give him 1 ban and Goman would always have to be the ban. But I don't agree, man. They wanted to offset releasing 4 OP hunters? I don't think so at all, Joy. There have been plenty of OP hunters in this game's history. That would not explain why they did not add a 3rd ban when Opera was as OP. Why they didn't when Shadow was as OP. Like, basically what I'm saying is, they just felt like it because it's been around that amount of time. Originally, the game had only 1 survivor ban, 1 hunter ban. Originally. Why do they spawn Shaq? You know what's funny? You guys want to know what's funny? Ellie was the one questioning me why I didn't spawn Shaq, and then once I explained to him, now he's wondering why do people go Shaq? They go Shaq because most people think that. The same reason you thought that once, Ellie. No disrespect, but like that's why. That's why. Okay, well there's no explanation for that. You have all right to be mad now. The limited hunter pool people have. Well, I mean, most good hunters play more than 3 hunters. I would say, right? I mean, guys, look at Call of Abyss hunters. They don't just play 1, 2, even 3 hunters. They play multiple. They play about. That's like asking a survivor main who wants to go to Call of Abyss. Oh, what survivor do you main? You can't just main 1, 2, 3 survivors. You have to main multiple survivors. And at that point, is that still called maining? If you play like every single rank stage and you're playing multiple different survivors? I wouldn't say so, because you're learning so many things and then that branches off into other survivors. By you knowing how to play Perfumer, you are better with Seer when you're spectating people because you have that faster reaction time. When you play a rescuer like Mercenary, you learn a lot about rescuing in general that now you can play other rescuers like Gravekeeper because it never really mattered what your survivor was, it just mattered did you know the tech involved with that character. And that tech overlaps, and so, you know, Hunter's less. Hunter's a lot less, to be fair. Did this guy put a second tree at the end of his Restful Road? He did. He did. So strange. I should have held my ball. I didn't think he would be so aggressive. I should have held my ball. I'm just talking and not focusing. I just took a free hit for no reason, literally no reason, and I wasted my ball too. Whatever. We're done talking here, but yeah, that's... Ellie missed the healing calibration. It's okay, Ellie. I took the world's freest hit. How did Seki end up as Shaq? The way it works is if I know someone's gonna kite away from the area. That's why I don't like spawning at Shaq, because you just end up having to kite away from him. Because what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stand at Shaq and let the hunter come to you so you can get good value out of the pallet? Well, then you kind of wasted time by standing there. Or are you gonna run away from Shaq? But then it's really hard to get back to Shaq later in your kite. I mean, I already knew that, so that's why I just went to Shaq, because he's not coming back. I know that for sure. He could come back if he uses a puppet well. But even then, what is he gonna do? He's gonna drop the pallet. Maybe vault the window, he's gonna leave. I can still keep doing the cipher afterwards. That's why I don't mind decoding at Shaq, because I know the hunter's gonna push him out. Even if they kite back, it's not gonna be like a 30-40 second kite at Shaq. Right? Exploit is not that kind of hunter where you're going to be doing that against. I mean, sometimes he is. Anyway. The point is, you want to do ciphers that you know are going to be safe. That includes ciphers that the hunters spawned at, because they're not going to be in that area by the time the game passes like 10 seconds. Like, why would they still be in the area they spawned at? That doesn't make any sense. That's why it's so safe to do the ciphers that the hunters spawned at, you know? Just in case I need to go rescue here, I'm breaking trees. Because it will make the rescue a lot easier. Because at this point, when Graker's going to be so far away from the person going down, I'm just going to go rescue. Ranking has me so mad whenever people make the smallest mistake. Part of it has to do with, you know, understanding that this game is very hard. As a survivor player especially, because, you know, any asymmetrical game, if both sides don't know how to play the game, then the hunter always still wins, because the hunter is faster than the survivor. You have to get clever as a survivor in order to force the hunter to also be clever. Otherwise, they're just going to follow you and kill you that way. But the other thing is I'm also used to it. You know, there are so many unacceptable things. You know, there are acceptable reasons, you know, to go down and stuff like that. You know, I understand the game is hard. But also there are some stupid things that people go down for. It drives me nuts. And don't worry, it drives me nuts too. But when you've seen it so many times, yeah, at a certain point you're kind of like, okay, all right. You can be mad about it, but I don't want to be miserable about it. Okay, that you can be annoyed, you can do that, but there's a certain point where it's like, why are you still mad about this? You know, it gets annoying to hear, basically. It gets really annoying to hear, oh, I hate this when the stars do. It's like, we all know about it already, man. We all know. We're all in the same boat. You don't have to tell us about it. This is so dumb. Look at how many souls there are. How are we supposed to avoid this? Like, I just to guarantee a safer rescue, we're going to rescue after half. Because I don't want to take any risks. Really unfortunate. Hopefully Ellie will be fine. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab both the souls here. If there's more than one, that is. Uh-oh. Well, now we got a problem, because now he's going after me. So these... No! Wow, I would have been dead. I would have been dead if he was just in range. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Bye. Get to this window now. He might use a soul to speed up, though. I'm really scared. I don't know where dungeon is. Wow, that still hits. Wow, that's... Wow. Okay. Apparently that still hits. Huh. Apparently that hits. Okay then. Is that gonna cost us? Okay, no it doesn't. Alright, move on. If I had a pallet boost, I would just vault the pallet. Because then if he goes around, we would live. But without a pallet boost, we have to use the ball. Maybe I should have held the ball. But then if we hold the ball, then basically we commit to not coming back to the pallet if he goes around. Which is why I didn't want to hold it. If you hold the ball, then you're going to launch yourself so far from the pallet out in the open. The dungeon is where Ellie was cheered. So you're telling me I literally walked on top of it and didn't notice it. Great. Great. Average Psyche stream. Grow behind you. Cool. Holy crap. It's like top 18 prediction for Call of Abyss. I don't really care going that far ahead. There's like a couple notable teams, and even then, I would not be able to name them to you. I don't even know what the other teams' names are. I know B4U, which is not even their name anymore, but I still call them that. I know RM, which is my team. I don't know any other teams. I don't know any other teams. Like, there's no one else that I really pitch into and I'm like, oh wow, that's a really good Survivor player or something like that, because it's so hard to find them. You'd be lucky even finding them randomly in rank. So yeah, I have no predictions. One, two, one, one, two, three, four, five, six. Technically that spawn, I wonder which spawn is better. I actually prefer kiting here as acrobat. I think the fourth stop is so much better to kite. I'm always scared when I'm the first stop person, no matter what my survivor is. Did we lose 2 times? I think we lost 2 times. Did we play a Moonlit match as Knight today on the first game of today's stream? Because I saw that match but I didn't see the time. We got globe players earlier. Psyche, what's a globe player? Alright. I'm not gonna waste my time breaking that tree. Can I see his shadow? Okay. Well, hopefully he doesn't chase me because I have a purple soul now. Pray RVO loses. Yeah, I hope so too. Hunter's actually way back there. He might warp here. If he decides lawyer's not worth it. He'll probably warp on the lawyer though, like, if he had warp right there. Okay, so we can probably rule out warp. We can probably rule out warp with that play. That he didn't just immediately warp on the roller coaster to shorten that kite to basically non-existence. So much for second stop. We're not going to do that cipher for now. At that point, Rescuer will do it after he finishes rescuing. Hopefully he knows. Hopefully he trusts that I'm gonna come back for his cipher. Alright, nice soul dodge, nice soul dodge. No, he's coming back to his cipher. That's really annoying. Because now, not only did he waste more time walking back to his cipher, but he actually could have finished the closer cipher right there. Is Lawyer still dying by the cipher though? He's still dying by the cipher. Wow, okay. Well, it turns out Mercer made the right call, because, like, why is this guy not leaving the cipher? We still can't do it. And I don't think it's worth rescuing either. I really want to heal the mercenary, but I have a purple soul on me right now, so he can very easily hit one of us. If he just souls, like, it's a restful road. Dungeon's here. I would like to heal him. He doesn't know where I am. I don't think he knows, at least. Unless he saw. Okay. That's really annoying, because look how much time I have to waste. I have to waste so much time to wait for him to leave the cipher so I can do it. Oh. And he's probably going across the bridge now. This chase might already be over, not gonna NGL. He's going inside. Oh, he dropped the keeper. Okay, he's going back. We have a purple soul on us now, which is a little bit of a problem. That's the one annoying thing about exploit. You look back at the worst time you're getting hit by a soul. You can't look forwards and backwards at the same time. Really sucks. You know what else sucks? If I go for that other pallet, I would get slowed on by full presence. I actually can't go for it. That is not the soul I expected you to go for. Yeah, look, we're gonna get hit by that full presence now. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna live. I was hoping we would live, but we still didn't make it. Hello? What cipher are we working on that we're doing this one? Did he ping that cipher that he was even doing that cipher? I had no idea he was even here. I'm very curious. Did he ping his cipher? Did he ping that he was even there for me to know to kite away? This dude is just radio silent. You gotta love that people are just radio silent. You just have no idea they're even there. They're basically invisible survivors. Oh no, he pinged it out first. Did he ping? He pinged 4% at one time. Yeah, he pinged 4%, he never pinged again. That's nice. He pinged get out of here. Which I did not see at the time. But he pinged it when I'm in the middle of like an intense pallet stun. Like, he pinged that way too late. Why? He's pinging get out of here when I'm already in the area. Okay, that's nice. That's just real funny. We're basically dead there. Even if we dodge it, we die. We die right after that. I don't care. I'm not putting myself to blame for that. You gotta ping your cipher every 5 seconds. If you ping get out of here when the star's already in your area, that's too late. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't die when I threw that pallet down. That's kind of the issue with Moonlight. Even if we go to the 3 pallet, if I go kite a 3 pallet and I die there, he just still uses the restful road to put me on chair there. There's nowhere I can die on this side of the map and still kite. Because we need a kite, and we need a kite away from the cipher, which is not possible. We have to choose one or the other. If only I didn't take that stupid soul hit right as I was looking back. Oh, so unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. This was our cipher. No, this is the cipher I died at. Whatever. Why is Ellie not even like trying? Why did he just die there? Man, this... I played really bad. I need to really use the bathroom after this. Thought it was Prime, Mercenary stopped moving. What was your plan, Ellie? What was your plan standing there, though? Let's say it was Prime. Why are you standing there, though? You're in a very narrow area. It makes it easier to land a soul on you if you stand there. Like, even if it was Prime, why? Why stand there? What advantage did you gain? Falling down wastes like half of your speed boost from borrowed time. Or not half of it, but, you know, a quarter of it. Well, I didn't really play that good today. Usually I played so well the last few days, and then today I just played really badly today. Just missed so many balls. You have flywheel? Okay, why are you standing still though? What are you gonna do? You're gonna flywheel the fireball when you could have been in a more open area and made it easier for yourself to dodge? So that you don't have to use your flywheel? Alright guys, we're gonna open up all the rewards now. We saved up all of the possible pens you can get. Who's Arms Hunter? I don't even know who the official hunter is if I'm being honest. We have some people gaining points, so I'm not sure who's going to be the official one. But anyway. Let's open up all of these. What do you even get? You get Spyglass, you get Call of Abyss stuff. What did I get the first time? I didn't even notice. Oh, you got the pet. Let's go. Well, that's guaranteed after 24. You're dead instantly if you're in the open. Ellie, you get the borrowed time boost. You get the borrowed time boost. Aren't you anyway out in the open, standing right there at the roller coaster? You're also out in the open right there. Just keep running. Why would you stop running? That's what I'm trying to say. Why stop running? Why? What if your plan is to jump over the roller coaster? Then you could have still gotten an extra loop, and if you did a circle with your borrowed time boost, if you just kept running forwards. So that way you're not wasting your borrowed time, and you're also not using your ball immediately. Like, you can use it after the borrowed time boost runs out. You have bomb to jump the coaster. Yes, I know, but you can keep running forward so that when you go down, and you get knocked down by a basic, hopefully, you use your speed boost, you keep running forward. Because think about it, if you're using your bomb, you're wasting a majority of your boost. You're not arguing about this. This match isn't your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm also going to not say you're, like, standing there is a good idea. Like, don't stand there, Ellie. If the Cypher is primed... Oh, we got 10. If the Cypher is primed, go forwards. Keep running. In what situation would you stand there? Because if you stand there and use the ball, you waste half your boost. You gotta be efficient with it. Like, you may as well just keep running. You're anyway not gonna get a purple soul. There are trees nearby, right? I actually don't know. Were there? Like, do you leave a tree? If you leave a tree, then you would get a purple soul. I totally get why you stood there then. Otherwise, though, you don't have to stand there. And again, not saying it's your fault, but... Anyway, we got some essences, and we also got the A-tier skin. And I read the day 2 story on my alt account, so I'm just going to skip through this. Never mind. I forgot about doing this. So yeah, what if I was a big buff man and I learned over you? We're not reading that one. Alright, there we go. I didn't actually think we would get any essences from that. I forgot. I forgot that these actually give you essences. I just didn't think that the system would allow for essences in that. Please, Dale, do you want to do 2v8? Not really in the mood, Miki. Not really in the mood. Not today. We'll do it another time. Now we got 21 essences. Carry on, Weasdale. Take care, Mickey. So, Skeletor, how do you come up with these sentences? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. That's actually a cool skin. I'll equip that right now. Anything comes easy when it's from the heart. Oh man, man is also cheesy now. Let's see if we get anything. Probably not gonna get anything. It's just 20 essences. Really gotta go pee. Really want to hurry up and get this over with. He's trying to romance you. Why are you single pulling? It's for better luck. Not actually, but it's just more special when you open them one by one. Yes, it's the only right way to pull. It's the only right way to pull is to pull single. Don't be complaining when you pull 20. Oh, my console almost came out from blinking too hard. Don't complain when you pull 10 out of each, and then wondering, oh no, why didn't I get anything? Because the gods look down on you, like, look at this man not appreciating the few little essences that we gave him. You get nothing. I'm making crap up, but see, we also didn't get anything this way either. So it doesn't matter. Okay, what do we get? We got a pet. Bony dude. We got Call of Abyss, graffiti. We got something else that's new, but the game's not showing me. Alright, apparently no, it's gone now. Never mind. Okay. I guess we can do that, because I really hate that snap, that taking a photo emoji. It's, really hate that. But there's no emotes to use on some of these characters. God, that's like took a second to load there. Okay, I don't know. I mean, it's whatever. It's a skin, right? It's a free skin. Everyone's gonna have it. Man, this one's really long. Okay, it's gonna duplicate. There's gonna be 2. Wait, what? The story didn't say anything about that. Okay, my bad then. I guess I'll find that out later. Turned it into wood. Let's see. The S tier is so weird. I don't like the S tier that much. In general, I don't really like any of these Call of Abyss spheres. Like any of these emote like skins. I mean, not emojis. I meant skins. The Exiled. This might be better than the A and S tier skins. Just this. They gave him a pattern on the few remains of his shirt, and it actually looks better than like that walking trash can that they made for Spider. Like this, I would probably say this adds more to the character than making Spider into a gigantic trash can. It's more detail and it definitely took more work than that C tier I got, but for S tier like standards, bro, that might be a B tier at best. That would be a really good B tier, but not an A tier. Maybe an A tier if you want an A tier with no special effects. I don't know, man. All I know is they added Mario into the game, and Mario is better than what they added for Spider. Look at him. Look at him. He's literally Mario. Mario is better than that Spider S skin than the A tiers they added. Like, this dude looks like he just came from the circus with this A tier skin. What is he doing wearing that? He looks more deserving of a plumber skin, honestly, and this fits him perfectly. They did a beautiful job with the C tier, and you know what they did? They probably went into MS Paint, tapped the paint bucket, and painted his shirt red. That's probably all they did. And you know what? It's still a better skin because of how appropriate it is. He actually looks like a plumber now from Super Mario. And props to them for coming up with that. You know what? Clever idea. Not clever turning Trash Can Spider into a trash can. Dude, that is the perfect name. Trash Can Spider. Everyone welcome our newest S tier hunter into the game. Trash Can Spider. Yep, here you go. That's your new S tier. She's literally a walking pile of rubbish. That's it. Just a walking pile of rubbish. Oh, and there's some light glowing off of her. How cool. In a game where there's no sense of light or anything like that, or any sense of that at all. Really cool. Really cool, guys. I love it. Look at this. She literally is a walking... Maybe she's a walking kitchen. Who knows? I don't really know. I don't know what she is. Is she... I mean, you could call her a trash can, pile of rubbish, mobile kitchen, wannabe shark maybe, but anything but an S tier skin. Anyway. Have I seen the spider balls? No, I haven't seen the spider balls. I don't think I want to see spider balls. The guard looks nervously towards the horizon. The team has now spent 3 days in this location. Since moving away from the previous site, the fog has thickened. From the lower ground of the camp, visibility is nearly non-existent. What voice did I give her again? It's quite... Oh, didn't read that. But at night, I hear faint sounds in the fog. I'm convinced there's something out there. There's something in the fog. Well, that sounds ominous. We might be stuck here for a bit longer. Let's hold off. Oh, no. Let's hold off on exploring the area for now. Alright, so what's on the agenda next? I want to take action. Colossus, hey, my old friend, perhaps we... Her body stops moving, and the lights have gone out. Ooh. Asleep, are you? Maybe she's just coming to terms with the fact that making time for solitude and rest is invaluable. That definitely is not why. That sounds like something they say in a horror movie. Oh, guys, it's just something normal, I swear. Suspicious fog all around them. Something's in the fog. The spider literally dies. Oh yeah, they're just resting, guys. We should organize what we have. Ever since you rescued me from the wilderness, much of our inventory hasn't been recorded in this logbook. This will help ensure that the tasks assigned to me are completed smoothly. Do you have any insights to share? Doll. This is the doll about the guide. This is the doll that the guide has been holding so dearly. It's not an artifact from the wilderness, but its texture and design are truly remarkable. I've never seen anything like it, and it seems the guide doesn't have a clear purpose for it either. More often than not, she echoes our words. I suspect the corrosion may have something to do with that. Yes, I've seen it before, friend. Fragments of my memories. To be honest, it has always worried me. Technically, that was in his head, but we don't talk about that. Then why don't you take a look at that metal hunk of a doll and see what it's all about? But notice how much that guide treasures it. She might not appreciate tampering with it. We should definitely get her permission first, and make sure we don't damage it in the process. Guide, may I take a look at it? The guide raises the doll, bringing its face to the level with the person holding the writing materials. I believe she's giving you the go-ahead. Good girl, thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna look at this weird doll. Hair, short brown hair that feels soft and lifelike to the touch. Mask, an unusual metallic mask that cannot be removed, featuring specialized designs around the nose and mouth. A metallic body with movable joints, entirely covered by painted garments. The shoulders are adorned with distinct symbols and folds. I mean, he doesn't look like Novelist as much anymore, that's for sure. The hair on this doll is surprisingly... Oh, wait. The hair on this doll is surprisingly soft. But it's also quite heavy, much heavier than it looks. How does the guy even manage to hold it? Honestly, I think the doll bears a resemblance to you. I guess we're going with the Mickey Mouse voice now. Perhaps having someone like you around has lifted the guide's spirits. I'm not sure about that. The doll's clothing is odd, and our newcomer wouldn't dress that way. She's far too serious. Maybe the clothes serve a functional purpose. That could explain it. Exactly, like when I made my armor for protection using the stone pots we had lying around. I also thought about disguising myself as a criatura. With a fake arrow on my chest, I could lie down and play dead if we encountered intelligent foes. If you ask me, the lighter the gear, the better. I still think they look alike. There's just something about it. What do you all think? I don't particularly object to the idea. The windows of the doll flash from within. The Colossus moves her rigid parts as if nodding in agreement. Wait, she's back alive? It didn't say that she was back alive. Oh, I did a combination of nerd and Mickey Mouse. See? Everyone agrees. Maybe they're just very similar. Perhaps they're even the same person. That's why our little guide enjoys your company so much. It's just that you don't remember any of it. Well, at least it doesn't seem out of the ordinary. That should be enough as long as we keep what's important close by. Is that it? I think there's more, but we're not going to do any more today. Some of the texts aren't spaced correctly. It's been like that for a couple events now. We take into calling this hollow spherical plant a tumbleweed. As it rolls across the plains, it gathers all manner of debris from the wasteland, offering a simple yet welcome distraction during our long travels through the wilderness. We dismantle them with sharp pieces of wood, at times revealing pleasant surprises and at other times creating unforeseen problems. An informal tradition has sprung up among the team. We store the collected tumbleweeds in the Colossus until it can hold no more. At that point, We distribute them evenly and dismantle them one by one. To add a bit of fun, we've also implemented a point system for the value of items found in each tumbleweed. A score of 20 earns a small prize shared among us. For instance, last time the guard received a fresh coat of paint for his armor, a collective effort that we all pitched in for. Okay. So you reward one random person? Or I guess he found the item, maybe. So he got rewarded. Okay. This bone is one of the prosthetists entrusted to me, originating from that very Antinous. Inside lies a miniature frozen tableau, almost like a sacrifice, with the bodies of many mutated ants piled together. They are preserved with remarkable integrity and fused with unyielding strength. This seems to be another way to creatures harness the effects of erosion, an approach adopted solely by these astonishing organized. When they say erosion, they're talking about turning into wood, basically. Their sacrifice is not for the sake of ideology or worship, but for purely pragmatic purposes. As they near the end of their lives, individuals make their way to this burial ground, transforming their altered bodies into an impregnable... That's a funny word to use. Wall to defend the truly vulnerable vials things within. Like, I mean, I guess you could use the word like that. Sure, I mean... This is like one of those times where it's like, as someone who's not an English speaker who hears other people speaking English, like, I understand, all right? They don't realize that's not the way we use that word. The whistle can emit both short and long sounds with the ability to control the pitch. In my notes, I've documented a simple method for recording unique combinations and their meanings. For instance, a continuous alternation of loud, high-pitched sounds seems to frighten the mutated birds away, acting almost as a warning signal that something bad is imminent. This process of exploration and deduction is ongoing. This whistle has allowed me to witness many peculiar moments, such as the final stages of their mutation, though perhaps it's a moment best kept private. As a writhed violently before me, its wooden fragments pierced and bound by tendrils like ropes, I sounded the whistle, mimicking the call of a parent bird summoning its chicks. Man, that's kind of creepy. Alright. I like that we're getting apples for this. That's really generous of the devs. How many do I have now? Let's go check out how many I have. I have 20,000. Okay, so earlier I said that I had 3 of these accessories when someone asked me. I actually only have 2. Sorry to whoever I said that to. Yo, thank you so much, Soy Milk Somi, for the 78 HK dollars. Thank you so much. I can't even like your message. Thank you so much, Soy Milk, though. I appreciate it. I don't know why it didn't ring. Why didn't it ring? Did it ring? And I just didn't notice it? Alright, guys. It's so annoying how they have a bunch of words smushed together. Yeah, 100%. It was really annoying. It was like this the last few events. If you're going for messy post-apocalyptic nature skins, you can go so simplistic. Puppeteer looks like a B tier for me. Yeah, it definitely does. You like cheerleaders, though. Oh, because of a fan service. I got you. She didn't. Joey didn't say that, but... this Calvis is giving the racing one where they all look like they're frolicking in the mud, yeah. It does. The Calvis Eskin, look her back. Devs trolls make spider balls? Excuse me? Spider balls? You're talking about the 1,000 presents, I hope. Okay, we're gonna look at her back. Alright, something about her back apparently. I'll turn her around, okay? We'll turn her around. Oh, so those tumbleweeds we read about, you can actually see it inside the skin. She's still... What? I don't see anything here. You mean this door, like, opens up? Like, something happens with the skin, I assume. It's still a walking trash can. But does something happen? Spider balls. He's blind, look down. You mean those pots? Those balls hanging off of her? I mean, is that supposed to make it S tier? Is that supposed to make it S tier? Whoa, this thing really is big. Wow. Is it gonna actually be this big inside the game? I would, dude, if it's actually this big inside the game, I would take all my trash can comments away, and I'd be like, that's the most epic S tier. They literally changed the size of a hunter. If she's the same size, which I assume she is, because otherwise how would she fit through it, the narrow areas? Then, yeah. She's regular spider size in game. Regular spider size, for those new to the game, guys. Regular spider size. Regular for Soul Weaver, yes. It's like you got paid for narration. Unfortunately, I didn't. But yeah, guys. I'm gonna go. Hopefully we have a better session Thursday. I didn't play so well. I'm not saying that we had a bad session because of randoms. Maybe like game or here or there. Maybe we did, but hopefully I play better in the next session. And I should definitely focus up because these matches matter a lot. But yeah, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. And yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everybody.